Hey my beauties, today I'm going to take you to Sarajevo in Bosnia. You ready to fly? So I got a ticket on Air Serbia. It was really cheap from Belgrade all the way to Sarajevo. It was like a 45-minute flight. And I got to stay at a very cool hotel called the Hotel Hills. It was gorgeous, breakfast was great, and just the location was perfect because it was right beside the airport. Then we took a walk into town the first day, and yeah, that feeling that Sarajevo has is just so amazing. It's so exotic. Kind of feels like Turkey a little bit. It's so relaxed. The weather was okay. It wasn't bad. It was about 15 degrees. And yeah, I was just so impressed by the feeling. It felt like a Turkish bazaar, let's say, downtown. And the best thing was that people were so nice. Everyone we talked to was so welcoming and kind and asked where we were from and just made you feel at home. And you see these cafes, they were just a perfect place to sit down and watch people, watch the weather change and drink coffee. And let me tell you, Bosnian coffee is the bomb. You see these little pots are called jezve. That's how they cook. Let's say they cook their coffee, and the flavor is just incredible. So we definitely sat down a few times to drink coffee. But yeah, the old center is just so, I don't know, it's just so nostalgic. It really harks back to an old time. You can see the layers of history there. Next to the mosque, you've got this amazing Orthodox church, and just lanes and lanes of shopping and markets and bazaars for everything. And the prices are pretty wild. They're so good. Even compared to Serbia, Sarajevo is much cheaper. All the drinks we had, all the food we had, it was great. So you definitely have to go shopping here. This is one of those places where you wander around and just see where eye falls and you end up buying something cute. And in general, even if you don't buy anything, people are just walking around and enjoying themselves and eating, of course. So this is the ćevapi we had, which Sarajevo is known for. And then after ćevapi, we went for coffee, like I said. And it was just the perfect mix of, a perfect snack in the middle of the day. Some meat and a nice coffee just to get you moving. So yeah, we wandered the pathways of this city, and we found this really cool old bazaar. Now this really looks like Istanbul, looks like the old Grand Bazaar. Same things, a lot of coffee and tea sets, a lot of great clothes, cotton and shiny things that people who love to shop love to see. So many cafes. We kind of left earlier in the day, so that's why some of the cafes kind of look empty, but later on they're just completely packed. And yeah, the day was beautiful. It was a little bit chilly, but the sky was clear. There's no rain. It's the start of spring, so how can you complain, right? Sarajevo really is a great place to go wandering, and even if it does get a bit cold, there's so many places to tuck into to have a drink or to have a snack. Maybe if you want to try baklava or halva or so many of their amazing Turkish and Bosnian delights, it's a pretty amazing place to go and just indulge in the sounds and the scents and the flavors, because this is a city that has had a very interesting, if not rough, history. So they have tradition of so many different kinds of foods from all over the region. So you've got, burek there, you've got all different kinds of baklava there, and so many types of coffee. So this guy was explaining how they make the coffee differently. It's called tucana kafa. So they're like not really grinding it, but kind of beating it. And it's a mix of different beans, so it gives a crazy, amazing flavor. Very fragrant, and it's probably one of the times that I've drank coffee without sugar, because usually I can't drink Turkish or Serbian or Greek coffee without sugar because it's just a little bit bitter, but this was amazing. But yeah, that feeling of just people like getting together and socializing, you can see how many spaces there are everywhere of just sitting down and drinking and enjoying each other's company. It's something I really appreciate because in the West, it's so rare. I mean, in the evening, you just see these cafes and coffee shops just jammed with people and music and food being cooked, and it's just so alive. So yeah, I walked around the city. There's an ancient wall. It was very pretty. And then we walked around till the evening when we decided it was time for some drinks. And then we went to a bar that had pretty cool music, local music. It was a local band. But people were having drinks and chatting, and it was really fun. It was chill. I mean, it was midweek, so you can't really expect, pumping nightclubs and stuff. But it was, nice to hear local music and see the atmosphere, just people chatting and dancing and talking and drinking, just really lively. So yeah, the next morning, how do you start off with? It's with coffee and a really nice walk in the city again. This day of the day was so much better in the sense of weather. It was just sunshiny, and you can see more people are out and just chilling and drinking, and yeah, it just seemed like the whole city was out. So it was a great day to go shopping and people watching. And I just love the squares. They do have smoking sections and non-smoking, believe it or not, though. I smelled like smoke everywhere I went because you really do have a lot of cigarette smoke everywhere you go. But hey, that's a part of the culture. It's fine with me. It doesn't bother me really. But yeah, people sitting outside, whether they're smoking shisha or they're having coffee. It's just so cute. There's so many cute little places, and people are just so relaxed. And the sweets, let me tell you, the stuff that you eat with a coffee, like these kinds of baklava or ratluk, actually, I think they call this ratluk. So many different flavors. It's like, and it's so pretty to look at. So I bought a bunch and took it back to my family, which they loved. But yeah, at different times of day, there's a call for prayer. So just that reminder of where you are. It's so funny because you're in the Balkans, but it's that whole Islamic culture and vibe that kind of takes you back. It's really cool. I lived in the region and I had never been here. So for me, it was such a sweet discovery. The baklava and all the beer, actually. They have amazing local beer called Sarajevsko, I think. And it was great. Bumped into some people, some foreigners, had some drinks, and it was fun. The night was just so wonderful. We went out, chatted, and shared our experiences, and broke some bread. And really, Bosnian food is so rich and healthy and full of meat and vegetables. I mean, it was so nice to have a try of all those different things. So yeah, just having a bit of raki at the end of the night and going for a walk and just experiencing that energy of the city. I couldn't be more grateful, really. I had waited way too long to see this city, and I'm just so happy that I was able to finally get here and meet some cool people along the way and chat. That's my philosophy, basically. A little party never killed nobody, especially if you've got amazing coffee to drink the next day to wake you up. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking out Sarajevo if you ever get the chance. Hvala I vidimo se, Sarajevo.